Okay, hello everybody. I am Rebecca, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Anne and Green Gables. Now, I don't have a book cover or something per se to that because, well, I didn't actually read it. I listened to it to my device on my special iPad, which it's a book on tape kind of thing. But it was really, really good, and I really recommend this to anybody who's kind of to read to a child or to even enhance imagination and writing and storytelling and really succeeding also in the benefits of classes and school and stuff. If you think about school, you think about succeeding to that degree of whatever you're doing, science, literature, whatever. And you succeed in that class or the degree that you want. Now, some people who chose, like Anne chose to be a writer. So she's like a teacher. She ends up being a teacher at the end of the novel. And this year is years 11 through 16. So at the beginning of the book, she is 11 years old, and at the end of the book, she is 16 years old. It's very interesting in her version where she's kind of gets upset with herself throughout the book. She's kind of, transitioned between, a kid with a lot of imaginations and so vivid to a young adult with a little bit of imagination, but not as much as an imagination as she would like to hope. I am going to be doing these, the small book reviews on Book on Tapes, and I'm planning to do movie reviews in a form of something, maybe a yes, a thumbs up, or a thumbs down, depending on what movie it is and stuff. But I'll probably be doing movies week. And I'm also going to do some reading. With my reading, I'm just going to review. Now, this book is it's really good. I mean, it's just, I just say that pick it up from your local library or do it on a book on tape or whatever. However you may choose to listen to it or read it, you may do that. I mean, it's a really good book. It's fascinating. It's got imagination. It's got adventure. It's got a lot of different, like, inner childhood stuff that we always do. And it's got some lessons. Like, I like my favorite part in the whole series, the whole book, is when she dyes her hair green. And she wants to dye it black. She thinks, black would be better than red. Red is an ugly color. Because the boy keeps on making fun of her hair color. So she's like, I'll dye it black. Well, apparently it turns out green. So then she gets tossed in mistrust. It's really funny. And it's great, really great. The ending story is a little bit of a twist, which kind of ruined it on Wikipedia for me, which I was, like, not expecting. Because Wikipedia doesn't really ruin stuff. Not really. Not too bad. Unless you already know the story. But it ruined it for me, so it's like, what? Oh. So, if you want to read this book, do not go to Wikipedia. And I enhance, do not read comments in a YouTube site, because they will also give you away, like, the ending, even if you haven't read the ending. So I'm like, okay, so he gets with the wrong. I don't care. I mean, it's just really weird. So I was like, how is it that this YouTube video, yeah, it's just really weird. So anyway, so the book is a really good book. It's a kind of old language-ish, but it's also got a lot of big words, and it's also really good to read to children, because it is, again, exemplifying the imagination and the storytelling and stuff, and kind of doing a teacher persona on it. And I really love that. I love the kind of the teacher is kind of helping her succeed too, and then she writes all these, fantasy ideas. She got all these ideas into her head, so she's more of a writer. That I think of her as a writer than than a normal child. Children do imagine a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so I really like that book, and I suggest you to check it out. And Green Gables.